Most people think they understand China. They think it's either the most controlled country on Earth or a futuristic superpower racing ahead of everyone else. But the truth is far more confusing and far more interesting. Because China isn't one country in the way most nations are. It's dozens of worlds stacked on top of each other. Ancient beliefs living beside artificial intelligence. Traditions older than Rome coexisting with cities that feel like they're from the year 2050. And once you see how people actually live here, everything you thought you knew starts to crack. China stretches across almost every type of landscape you can imagine. Frozen mountains in the north, burning deserts in the west, subtropical coastlines in the south, fertile plains that have fed civilizations for thousands of years. In some regions, summer temperatures rise above 45 degrees C. In others, winters drop below -40. And yet, across all of it, people share habits that outsiders find baffling. For example, no matter how hot it gets, many locals still drink warm water, even in peak summer. Not because they enjoy it, but because they believe cold water shocks the body and slowly damages health. To foreigners, it sounds strange. To locals, it's common sense passed down through generations. But this contrast between modern logic and ancient belief shows up everywhere in China. And nowhere is that contrast more visible than in how people date, love, and build their lives. Chinese women are often described in extremes. Some see them as traditional and reserved. Others see a new generation that's confident, ambitious, and openly independent. The reality sits somewhere in between. In major cities like Beijing, Shanghai, and Shenzhen, young women are highly educated, career-driven, and outspoken. They value independence, personal growth, and financial stability. But social pressure hasn't disappeared. There's still an unspoken expectation to marry by a certain age. Women who choose to stay single longer are sometimes labeled with a term that roughly translates to leftover, a word many openly reject today. Dating culture itself moves slower than in the West. Politeness matters, rushing doesn't. Thoughtful gestures beat flashy ones. On first dates, it's common for men to pay, but many women offer to split the bill to show independence. Small, meaningful gifts matter more than expensive displays. And while dating apps are popular in big cities, people tend to be cautious. Serious intentions are valued. Disrespect isn't tolerated. But modern dating is only one side of the story. Because China's past holds relationship traditions so unexpected that even locals still debate them today. In some remote regions, historical records suggest young women once tested compatibility in ways that sound shocking to modern ears. Instead of arranged marriages decided by families, women would spend time with different men before choosing a partner. The logic wasn't romance, it was survival. In eras without medical knowledge, this was seen as a way to judge health, temperament, and safety. Practical, not emotional. In southwestern China, the Mosuo people developed something even more unusual. A matriarchal system where marriage, as outsiders understand it, doesn't exist. Women choose their partners freely. Men visit at night and leave by morning. Children stay with the mother's family, raised by grandmothers, aunts, and uncles. Love and responsibility are separated, a concept that challenges almost every modern assumption about family. And then there's Minghun, sometimes called spirit marriage. According to traditional belief, someone who passes away unmarried may struggle to find peace in the afterlife. So families would arrange ceremonial weddings for the deceased, sometimes between two departed souls, sometimes more controversially involving the living. Today, the practice is rare and widely criticized, but it remains part of China's historical record, a reminder of how deeply belief once shaped life decisions. But while these customs feel ancient, China's cities are moving in the opposite direction, faster than almost anywhere else on Earth. Beijing has been a capital for over 3,000 years. Empires rose and collapsed here. Dynasties ruled from behind towering palace walls. Revolutions reshaped the nation. And yet today, Beijing is also a global megacity of over 20 million people. You can walk past temples built centuries ago, then step into subway systems longer than those of entire countries. The Forbidden City still stands at the heart of the capital, once sealed off from the world, now visited by millions every year. Nearby, glass skyscrapers house tech firms, universities, and some of the most powerful companies in Asia. Beijing's economy alone rivals that of entire nations. Its infrastructure runs with a precision that surprises first-time visitors. But when the sun sets, the city transforms again. Nighttime in Beijing isn't quiet, it's a second life. Food streets come alive after midnight. Late-night movie screenings sell out. Karaoke rooms stay full until sunrise. Elderly groups dance in parks under streetlights. Families take late walks to escape summer heat. Hidden bars open behind unmarked doors, some requiring passwords, others refusing cameras altogether. This isn't nightlife built for tourists. it's part of daily rhythm. And powering all of it is a system that has quietly replaced cash almost entirely. In China, money is mostly invisible. People pay for meals, transport, groceries, and even street food by scanning QR codes. Even beggars often display digital payment codes instead of holding cash cups. For visitors, it can feel disorienting. Wallets become useless. Credit cards are often ignored. In some places, you don't even need your phone. Facial recognition systems confirm identity and deduct payment automatically. To many locals, it's convenience. To outsiders, it feels unsettling. And this technology extends far beyond payments. China operates one of the most extensive surveillance networks in the world, using cameras and artificial intelligence to manage traffic, security, and public order. Supporters say it creates safety and efficiency. Critics worry about privacy. Both views exist and both shape daily life. But China's technological dominance didn't start with AI, it started over 1,000 years ago. Long before the modern world existed, China quietly developed inventions that reshaped humanity. Gunpowder, originally created by alchemists searching for immortality. The compass, first used for spiritual guidance before navigation. Paper and printing, which spread knowledge centuries before Europe caught up. Even toilet paper was documented in China hundreds of years before it appeared elsewhere. These weren't accidents. They were the result of a civilization obsessed with order, record-keeping, and long-term thinking. That same mindset still fuels China's dominance in industries today, including one most people drink daily without thinking. Tea. China produces over 40% of the world's tea. Entire regions revolve around it. Families pass down tea trees older than many countries. Some rare varieties are treated like investment assets, increasing in value with age. Tea here isn't just a beverage. It's ceremony, status, history. Legends even speak of teas harvested under strict rituals to preserve purity, stories that may or may not be true, but reveal how deeply tea was woven into power and belief. And if tea represents elegance, Chinese food represents contrast. Chinese cuisine is one of the most diverse on the planet, from delicate dumplings to slow-roasted duck perfected over centuries. From comforting noodle soups to desserts with molten centers. But alongside globally loved dishes are foods that shock visitors, fermented flavors with strong aromas, recipes rooted in traditional medicine, ingredients that challenge cultural boundaries. To locals, these foods aren't strange, they're familiar. And that divide between insider and outsider appears again during China's massive festivals. The Lunar New Year triggers the largest annual human migration on Earth. Hundreds of millions travel home to reunite with family. Homes are cleaned to remove bad luck. Red decorations fill streets. Fireworks light the sky. Other festivals celebrate the moon, ancient poets, or dragon boat races, each carrying layers of symbolism passed down for generations. These moments slow the country down, briefly, because daily life here never stops for long. And for those wondering what it actually costs to live in China, the answer depends entirely on where you stand. In major cities, rent can rival Western prices. In smaller cities, it drops dramatically. Food is affordable if you eat local. Public transport is efficient and cheap. Healthcare and gyms cost less than many expect. For some foreigners, China feels expensive. For others, surprisingly manageable. But visiting or living here comes with rules, spoken and unspoken. Visas are required for most travelers. Internet access is restricted, meaning international apps often don't work without preparation. Cash still matters in rural areas. English isn't widely spoken outside major cities, and one small but crucial tip surprises many visitors. Public restrooms often don't provide toilet paper. It's a minor detail, but one you don't forget. China isn't a utopia, it isn't a nightmare, it's a contradiction. A place where control and convenience coexist, where ancient belief shapes modern life. Where the future arrives early but never cleanly. And that complexity is exactly why China continues to fascinate the world. Because the more you think you understand it, the more it reveals how much you don't. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want more stories that go beyond headlines, make sure to stay tuned. The world is far bigger and stranger than it looks.